Good morning, chatters. It is your girl Anik, and it is Chit Chat TV, because over here we have the hard talk, real talk conversations. Good morning, guys. If you do not have me on the Chit Chat TV, hard talk, real talk, my reality on YouTube, please ensure to subscribe to us. Okay, we are a small platform, and we welcome all of our supporters, all of our watchers, haters too. Come on over at Chit Chat TV. You won't find a problem. Just make sure you stay in your lane where you belong, right? We don't come to your house and we don't step in your house without permission. So don't come over here with any negativity, right? However, guess what? We will have some hard talk conversations. Typically the conversations a lot of people don't want to talk about, because these conversations that we do have, the page, without the support from the people, we won't go anywhere, right? But we depend on God and not the people. But however, if you're here and you're a true chatter, remember, sharing this out, liking it, helps us to be in the algorithm, stuff like that, right? And we are grateful. You know, I was thinking this morning about procrastination, and I just wanted to come encourage you guys about this thing this morning. There's a lot of things that, you know, we find ourselves to want to do, and we just don't get around to doing it. Or we've been saying, man, I need to do this, I need to get this done. But for some reason, you cannot get up and get it done. And I wonder why we struggle with procrastination. You guys know why we struggle so bad with procrastination? You know, some of us, we would tell people, don't procrastinate. Don't procrastinate. But then we turn around. We have procrastinated. We are procrastinators. You know what I'm saying? Instead of moving forward to do the thing on your heart, you find yourself just almost stuck. Almost stuck. Now, I want you to take a look at the world we're living in today. I want you to take a look at how busy everything is today. How it's not a second of the day you go through the day without an interruption. Think about the phones. Think about the cars driving. Think about the TVs. Think about the jobs. Think about how things are way different than back in the day when I was a young girl. We never used to have this tablet, this phone, this distraction in the world. We can be watching all type of stuff, learning all type of mess, whether it be lie or true. We never had that growing up. So now, you look at the world now, it's very busy. So your mind is pulled, I would say, 20 different ways, right? And it's almost like now we are in a sense of overdrive. Our poor babies, our children, our grandbabies, our nieces, our nephews, they got to put up with this busy mentality at a young age. I'm talking about a child. Because nowadays, they start them on the tablets in school. Some of them before they can talk good. So now, some of them with social media, they go home and they get on their mom's phones and their dad's phones or auntie phones or whoever phone they get on. And before you know it, they're on TikTok or run TikTok and you don't know nothing about TikTok. So your kids are ever learning, ever picking up information. It's busy out there. And with all this information, you would think this is the error. For me to move on in my business. I've been wanting my business, and yes, I see so many videos of the same business that's been in my heart a long time. But for some reason, you still can't get up under the business. For some reason, you're still distracted doing everything else but the business where we want to do. Procrastinating. Some of us procrastinate because we don't think we're educated enough. We procrastinate because we don't think we're good enough. Well, me want to do the business, but God, me not have the college degree. I'm in a thing, so me go can't wait, goo, ga, ga, ga. You understand? And we start to make the excuse, you know, as to why we are not doing what God lay on our hearts to do. And I know business take money. I know any little thing we're doing takes money and effort. But a lot of us are procrastinators because we have no true direction of where we're going. And we won't pause from a busy atmosphere to focus really on where we're going. This morning, we're going to have the hard talk, real talk conversation. For you to succeed and come out of this procrastination demon and spirit where you carry in your belly button, I hunt you down all your life. Guess what? Guess what you have to do now? You have to take a moment away from the other distractions that got your mind going. Remember, we mentioned about the distractions in the world. And now we're talking about even social media being an entity by itself. Social media got everything beat. Listen, when we can come to do as a nice man and say, what boy can good that not distract me. Man not distract me not at all. You know, back in the day, you say, one pretty girl distract you when you're a man out there, there's a woman, you say, I'm nice boy around corner and him distract you. Me love, man not distract me. Because man is not my problem. Man is not the problem in the world today, my love. Social media is the problem. Because remember, the same social media is what is now changing people's mentality from what was right into what is wrong. Social media has lied to a lot of people, have manipulated people even out of the hands of God. People have now turned preachers and prophets on the media that God didn't call or chosen. And here goes thousands and millions of people following them, walking away from truth. So what may I say? It's so busy out there. If you want to move forward into doing whatever you're doing, aside from that procrastinating spirit or energy you got on you, you got to put aside some of those distractions. How are you doing this morning, Deanna, baby? You got to put aside some of those distractions. How do you put aside those distractions? Because nobody's going to put it aside for you. And is it hard? Yes, it is. When you're so used to doing what you're doing and you've been doing it for so long, it's not easy to just get up and all of a sudden change. But I'm going to tell you something. If you don't try to change or you don't start working on that change, you ain't never going to get nowhere. You're never going to get anywhere. You have to be able to see those distractions in your life and be able to point them out. Be able to say, listen, I see this in me and I hate it. Some of us, we are good people, but for some reason you can't keep a good job. Why? Because you don't wake up to go to work on time. And I'm just using an example right now. You are a hard worker, but for some reason, you cannot get out of bed on time to keep that good job. Why? Because at nighttime, you're distracted by the video game and you're up on the internet. 3, 4 o'clock. And I get good sleep. So by morning time, when responsibility kicks in, you cannot be responsible, but rather distracted. Right? So now you're going to work, you're distracted by tiredness. You can't even focus on the computer or whatever they have you at the job doing. You can't do nothing. So for us to be able to move forward from these things, we have to be intentional or deliberate. You got to get up and say, hey, let me put a pin in my own life. Let me go ahead and change some things in my own life. At least the things that God give me the power and the ability to change on my own. There's some things that God is not going to change for you. So don't wait on Jesus, drop out the sky, come tell you to change. It's never happening. You need to make those moves for where he has empowered you to rise up and do better. Procrastination kills the cat is what many people say. I don't know where that statement come from, but they say procrastination kills the cat. When you're sitting there procrastinating for so long, that vision, that thing that you have in your heart, after a while, it dies out. In that regard, I can understand. What are you procrastinating about? That's my question to you this morning. What is in your heart that you have yet stepped into? What are you doing? Good morning, Miss Thousand. What are you doing now that is stopping you from coming out of that procrastinating place? Hear me and hear me well this morning. Over Yasso, we have the hard talk, real talk conversation. And when I speak of these things, guys, I speak of it because it's in me. There's nothing I speak of on this channel that is not in me. So I want us to look in ourselves as a people, as the chatters that wants that change and say, what is distracting me? What is stopping me? And why am I not getting up to do? Me know this something in my heart and it's a boil in my heart, you know, and it's a bubble up. But for some reason you cannot move. It come like I say, you're paralyzed in that place of procrastination. Next thing that has to always be on the docket. If the Lord is not a part of your change, it is not real. Why is it not real? Because you have no power on your own to succeed, even though he has given you strength and you feel like you can on your own. Now, pick up the scriptures and go to the Bible. When we talk about the Tower of Babel, God gave them power. He gave them ability to build this massive thing, right? And they were doing phenomenal. Yet, Miss Parchman, how are you doing this morning? Yet, even though they have a good skill and they were doing what they're doing and God bless them, you know, guess what? The people them say what them say, them can't do this and them can't reach heaven. So all of a sudden, they pride it in their heart. God give you a gift, God give you talent, God give you skill. But now you start going like I see almost 1 ton. God, no. You want to rise up in your own power. This is what our problem is in the earth. This is the sin mankind carry. The choice what God give you. So when we start doing little gifts and God start to use us, we start to get cocky, we start to get beside ourselves, and we lose ourselves. So God have to mix we up and liquid down sometime. Right there, so. You have to lick you down sometime with your own self. Because that self we carry causes us to fail every day. If you are trying to do the things that He purposed in you, you will not be able to do it on your own, not without prayer. It will never work. How can the vessel depart from its own maker and be successful? How can the potter move itself off the board? How can the clay, move itself off the board of the potter? Because God is our potter, right? We are the clay, right? So if you are the clay and He's the potter, how can you get up and move yourself off the potter's board and think you're going to be shaped properly and appropriately? You're not going to be. So that's the number one thing that we keep getting rid of out of our lives now, because we are dependent on the distraction like the internet, the fake pastor them to come give you a word, the fake preacher them, the fake this, the fake people them, fake wife, fake husband not gonna sit, the fake picnic. But we dash away the potter. You're procrastinating because you're not even in the potter's face anymore. You're not trusting the potter for anything, but you want to be great. Chatters, I am here to remind you, hard talk, real talk, without the potter, there is no purpose here for me and you. Don't be like the people building that tower, that Babel. Don't be like them and get beside yourself. The potter has a direction for its clay at all time. He has a purpose for you, for me, from before we was in our mother's womb, and He has declared these things in His word. So when you get up every day and I try and make your own way now, how do you get up every day and jump on the potter's wheel or the potter's board by yourself and decide you're going to make your own thing? Do you not see that that's a disaster? Because when you think about the process that the potter goes through, he got to have his fingers wet. They got to be delicate. He got to poke the fingers a certain way in the clay for the clay to undergo certain shape and condition, certain weather. Yeah, let me tell you something. You are delicate. So if you jump on that potter's wheel on your own, and you just jump on the clay and go mash up, have you ever been to a potter's class before? Oh my God, it's so amazing. I've been to one before with my church. It is so amazing. But it's a particular skill it takes to even mold the clay a particular way. You have to put your finger a certain way. You have to have certain moisture a certain way. And for certain products to be created, you got to add E to it. Oh my God. Listen to me. You want jaga jaga raga raga or zaga zaga? Or you want the real thing? Because if you can jump on the wheel on your own and become raga zaga zaga, because that is what most of us do. That is why your life is a disaster. That is why the decisions you have made have landed you into a pit. It was not the potter's choice, it was yours. Hear me and hear me well. Hard talk, real talk. When we have these conversations, it's for all of us to look. God, have I taken my own life in my hand and do my own thing? Yes, I have, Jesus. Don't sit back and lie. Don't do it. Confession is good for the soul. Have I trusted myself to handle my own life, to my own building my own life? Of course I have. Yep. Have I gone to the job that you told me may not be the job you had ordained for me? Yes, I did. Have I befriended people that I know in my soul and in my spirit you said no to? Tell the truth. Swiftly. Because you see, when you speak the truth, you can come up out of your own lies. All right? Building yourself and doing your own thing without God will not succeed. In the end, it crumbles. The only thing that will last is the things that are intangible. And not even the house we gain and build. Not even the money you put in a bank. Mighty God, what a sitting in a bank. God goody? That He will not make because of where you show off in the earth with palm people. Bring you anyway. Have you allowed, rather though, the potter to mold you while you was in the earth? Did you let him mold you in the direction He called you to be? Or did you mold yourself and create your own direction and a claim say I him? It's a question that we have to look in ourselves and ask. No, I can't tell you the answer for you. I know the answer for chit chat. I know in there's many moments I put my trust in myself. Because a lot of you come out here, you preach God. But you're not trusting God. You just preach God because it sound good. No man, you know where you go. It talk good, it sound good, especially Jamaican people. First thing some of them man say, God! Never pick up for God church one Sunday, but God! So, can we prove that we believe in this God? Because a lot of us only religious, about the God thing. You don't truly believe God because your mama won't tell about God. So you only say God because it's so nice. But you're not a true, dedicated believer in a God. Now, for those who are truly dedicated, I have witnessed for myself the favor of God on their lives. Because you cannot lie. And most of the time, we are not experiencing the fullness of God because of our sins. Oh, you didn't know that? Okay. Okay. When we're in disobedience, how can you experience the fullness of God? And God doesn't go where he's not welcome. You invite God in this room, but you exit him out that room. You invite him in the room of your children, but you exit him out of the room of your marriage. But you want God's fullness. God, we want you halfway and piece away, 1/4, 1/3. A quarter, God. Yeah. And this is the truth that many don't want to admit. So the question that you have to ask yourself, am I truly for him? Or am I just even using him? Because some of us know God, when we business mashed down. Ha! We know God when we husband run off. Yeah, we know God when we wife left way. We know God when we put in their prison. But any other day, you don't know God. I want you to examine yourself. This is not me throwing the rocks. This is me saying, us as a people, after looking at ourselves, you want more, but you don't want more from God. You want more from who? Yourself. So examine if it's about self. Examine if it's about God. I want you to look at it. And that part I can't tell you. That part is a self-check. That part is you have to look in your heart. Because I'm not here to throw rocks, but rather to speak. You procrastinating on something? You feel like you have no strength to rise? Get into prayer. Get into prayer. That will release you. And I'm not talking about some unanswered story prayer. We're talking about genuine prayer. Because a lot of you run around you cry, oh Father, who art in heaven, I want to. That is not even what's on your heart, but you're going, oh Father prayer, we rehearse. Go to God for real. Go to God in a fake religion tour, what granny or whoever went tell you how you went go. Not go so, because them dead and gone. You cannot live for your mother prayer, my love. You cannot live for your grandfather prayer, All I know is sit down and think so when you go live upon the prayer of old. You make a sad mistake that not gonna last. So you see everything we see, oh God bring them through rough time. My grandmother and grandfather have 11 children. And from them give their life to God, they never look back. Them live for them in their marriage, over 60 years of marriage. And them walk with God together. And the favor of God was upon them people there, and them uneducated people there. One day when go to school and get education, but when have everything to feed the whole community. Let me tell you about the favor of God. When you're walking with God, there's another level of favor that follows you. You're not going to understand what I talk about unless you're truly with him. I don't know how to explain it, but if you're with the Lord, there are promises that has to be fulfilled over your life because he has declared them. That if you do this, this is what I will do. God will not lie to you. So you see, everyone I know pick up on yourself and start depending on people, and all of a sudden, social media is your God. Stop doing it. Return back to your God now. Return back to your Jesus and put aside the people, the physical people, that you're turning to your God. A lot of us come and you turn people in your God. Nothing is wrong with loving them. Nothing is wrong with caring about them. Nothing is wrong with supporting them. Nothing is wrong with that. But you have put them where in the position of God, and God has said he's a jealous God. You don't do that. You don't put chit chat. You don't put nobody. You don't put a father. You don't put a mother. You don't even put yourself and you pick them where God belongs. You don't do that. We don't do that. So let us be mindful of that. Procrastination kills the cat, like I said. Let us not procrastinate the rest of our years, but rather, even if it's a small step, you might not have confidence, but I'm going to tell you something. If you do it with God, I promise you, He brings you confidence. If you're praying and seeking Him for direction for your business, I'm going to tell you right now, if you go on fasting and pray, God give you direction. I'm going to tell you how you go. Come, I'm going to tell you. You think so God a fool? God give direction or exactly how to build the temple. You understand? Every square, Him tell them exactly in the word how He wanted the temple to be built. And you think so God changed? God has never changed. But we are not the people we used to be. We are the one who have changed now. We don't want God no more, and we are dependent on ourselves now. So that is why you have no direction for your life. While we're sitting back and acting like it's rocket science. It's not rocket science, you know. We know what is wrong with us, but we don't want to admit the truth. You turn against God. Whether you plan to do it or whether it happen because life happen, because not because you hate Him. Some of we are not hate God make you do wrong. You do wrong because you're a sinner by nature. But instead of it, run to Him when things turn bad. You run off with a friend, you run off with your man, you run off with your woman, you run off with this, you run off with your job. All the things that we use now and put in at the place of God. I want us to examine ourselves and why we are stuck. It's not because God have done anything to us. We're stuck because of the decisions we made. Chatters, if you're here, please share this live and let somebody else be able to hear this word. Guys, when you guys are here, remember it's only a few of us here. And if it's only just a few of us, and I'm speaking nothing negative, I don't see the reason to not share. If you're here as my supporter, I want you guys to know that when these type of messages come forth, they need to be shared out. There's somebody out there today that is dealing with this type of spirit and need to be encouraged. Get back to God and see how the procrastination spirit broke over your life. Get back to God and see how these things break, because the reason why some of us are stuck, we're still trying to solve it on our own. Till this moment we are here doing it on our own, you know. And we're not supposed to. We were never built like that. I don't know what the world has become a lot of things, but we were never built to do it on our own. Never. No, we have picked up this habit, let me tell you now, and this style where me, all about me. Me no need God. God not even real. Me no believe in a God. Me believe in a sitting up the saw and sitting thinking, and you pick up the little new age thing. Then go on and against them new age something, you know. Because some of them new age sitting there putting you right in the pits of hell. You see? Now make nobody convince you out of God when God speaks, you know. Because you go look like an idiot pan the day, you know. You think God I want dumb God? Why don't speak? Because we understand if God never speak and God never real. But if God I want God what chat shit, why would I come and let this new thing turn me from God? If God I want God, I see I experience healing and deliverance, and me see I know and chat to me and show me things. Me don't all of a sudden make you convince me against my God and tell me say my God not real. Hey, you better go down in your faith, your memory of what God will do for you. Someone don't forget when you're only young and 5 years old when God used to talk to you. And because you walk from God now, you go and say, God, oh, maybe I went dreaming the dream 9 times there. No, and then when dreaming the dream, God went call you when you're young and strong. But because you follow back at the man, because you follow back at the woman, because you follow back at your friend them, because your breeder have one pitney, you let go God because of life. Hard talk. Real talk. Our situation often lead us from God, because we think that when things happen, we have to run away from Him. Me shame, me have sin, me don't want Him to see me. So Adam and Eve do the same thing. Adam hide in the garden. Adam no want God see him. Adam, we are the Adam you. Adam hide no one of us. You need to hide before all of a sudden start hide from God. Like I said, you don't see your nakedness. Like you don't see your sin. Hey. So the problem is not God. The problem is us. The shame how we feel. So me come to tell you. Shame might come in your face and say, see me here, I know. But shame not have no place with those who knows they have a paraclete to talk to. Shame not have no place when you have the ability to repent. Because every person will sit down and want to shame you, and them a sinner too. Make it make sense to me why you don't shame. Shame is a thing that the enemy uses to keep you locked and stuck. Although, because the children of God know their hope is in Him. And if you sin and you drop out and you fall short of the glory of God, guess what you're going to do? You know, repent and go back to your King. You're not going to sit in a shame all day. We won't take them man. I tell you, I'm going to take them man, but God, we feel we take them man still. Jesus God. And you walk on the church every day like this. We won't take them man. You repent 10 years ago, you're still upon that? You still make the people in my tie up when you breathe when you're 16? My backside. So the problem is not nobody but you are the problem. So you take up back your strength. You stand up in who you are when you know you have repented to God. You don't make nobody speak down upon you. Hey, I wish I could have the upon the wall figure someone some clocking out in the corner, you see? If you tell you, come out of this and stop me, the people them treat you like that. Come out from this and stop me, people. Go on, like I say, they have not done wrong. And I don't give excuse because God don't justify sin. But if you have messed up, didn't He give you a way out? He said, if you're messed up, you have an advocate with God. Not with mankind. Not with social media. Not with person. Not with missionary Pookie Dookie and Suki. Not with prophetess. Because not name one of them holy. You hear me? Hear me clearly. Adam, where you there? Him run off gone. Abraham, Jacob, everyone I know. One make them could sacrifice and be the sacrificial lamb. For me and your sin. Oh. And them are one big shot in the Bible. Because God will know the whole of your sinner. They had to depend on Him to walk righteously. They had to obey His command to be declared righteous. So you see, you can't walk with God and think you're going to do your own thing. It doesn't work like that. So if you want your own way, keep doing the thing you're doing now and what you've been doing. We're not here to force it down your throat. But if you're looking for freedom, I know where it is. You can find it. I know where you can find it at. Through Him. Freedom to rise from the pit. Some of you feel like you're always in a financial problem and you wonder what kind of curse upon your life. Some of you have curses on your life you don't even aware of. And we ain't gonna go too deep with it. A lot of y'all mamas was at that hobby, man. And you wondering why you so cursed. Because every dollar she got, she brought it there. Yeah, so look at that style. I'm going to tell you, freedom is yours. You don't got to follow generational curses. You don't got to go with it. And they ain't got no power over your life once you're walking with Christ. Once you're walking with Christ, those things have no power. You have the power to decree and declare. You have the power to decree life over your own life. Not because the enemy has infiltrated your family and has cursed your family and has brought down all type of stuff because of what? Sin. Because the enemy cannot go nowhere he's not welcome. Hear me and hear me well. Your in can't go nowhere where him not invited, because remember, he dwells in the realm of darkness. Any kind of sin, no matter how small it is, if it is sin that is available there, a film don't mean that. I could have lie, I could have thief, no matter how big or small. Anywhere sin, you must smell the odor of sin. Have me place this, you know. See what I'm going over the yard there, huh? I run over your yard and start to bring division in your house. And you wonder because somebody opened the door. Whether your child, someone who open door on phone and know what kind of demon do. That is why the demon not top ride. Them at night time. And them wonder what kind of demon. They say demon them they attack you through the phone. Because you watch all kind of sitting, you know, on phone, you know. All of a sudden you go in your dream, them they said sitting them in your dream at choke you. Come on. They said sitting them in your dream at choke you. We take these things so lightly, you know. We love take things so lightly. But I go warn you know. I go warn you know. Stop from take spiritual things lightly. Because one of the most dangerous things. You see what I say? Stop from take spiritual things lightly. We are spirit beings first. In a physical body. Did not God know who you were before you were born into your mother's womb? Were you not a soul then? Come on, man. And you're so caught up in the physicality. You're so worried about this body. It's a joke. This body will return to the dirt. it will return right to the dirt. Because the body we will be given will be incorruptible. That is why in hell, the body we have is incorruptible. The worms don't die or sleep. This is why the torment, you're going to feel it for the rest of your days. You cannot dead. You want to die, but you cannot die. Imagine that. What a sickening, Jesus Christ. What a something. The worms don't quench in hell. You think you ain't going to have dead body? Physical dead body in hell? Me love, your body in hell is also incorruptible. God, me no want to go there. Please, save me. Deliver me from everything, God. But can't tap me from heaven because me no want to go to hell. That's just the truth. Me no want to have nothing to do with hell. Me and hell is not sister and brother. Me and hell not have nothing in common. Me not deserve it because me must say me a sinner. God make me have the ability to go to heaven. So me thank Jesus for what him do. To make me can get this chance and this opportunity. So me have to give God thanks for that. I mean, I take advantage of it and go on. Like I say, me have to get mercy. Me have to get grace. You don't have to. Because I see young people are drop dead like a dog. They ride go work on a motorcycle in a car wherever, dead like dog on roadside. And you think so you have days and days to live. Chit chat, I always say you can be here talking to you today and something happened and the Lord decides to take me away. Then what you going to do after that? Cry for me? I tell you something here. The time will come for all man. Even though some will not die before the king come. Some won't die. Read the scripture. But guess what? First thing first, the dead in Christ shall rise. Caught up to meet him. Remember the song? Caught up to meet him. Caught up to greet him. Joy and happiness, peace is mine. Tell the story of his glory. Caught up to meet him in the... Hey, come on! Someday, some sweet day. You remember the song there? Very scriptural song, very good song. Alright? So keep these things in your mind, chatters. Keep these things in your mind. I know a lot of us might feel we're not where we want to be. You're not alone. You're not alone. But I am just here to tell you, do not let go. If anything you do, don't let go. It is he that endured to the end, not halfway. I will remind you of that. Please, walk with your God. Please, don't let them take you out of the palm of the true lover. The lover of your soul. You don't let them stop you from God. You hear me? No matter what you've done, no matter where you've been, no matter the crime you committed, if you are truly repentant, God is faithful and he is just to forgive you. Alright? Stop beat up yourself every day. Freedom is for the God's children. If you keep yourself in that guilt every day, you're not going to be able to move on. Change your mentality. How do you do that? Through the word. How do you do that? Through the rushing of the word. How do you do that? Read the word and put it in your head top. And believe it. And your thoughts and your negative speech in your head, you need to let it go. When you talk to yourself or you're not good enough or you're talking to yourself, say, yeah, this, all this nasty stuff you said to yourself, you need to stop it. Speak good about yourself. Love yourself. Because the king you serve, love you. And one thing the king don't want is that his children running around town acting like peasants. Hello? You have an inheritance with the king. Now look for yourself. You're in the kingship. So you walk over with your neck long down like a slave? No. You hold your head up. Because it is rightfully yours. Because of who? Jesus. Once you know the truth, it will set you free. So make sure you accept it in your heart. Believe it. And move forward in a new living with God. It's a journey we are on. It's not a sprint. It's not a race. It's a process. And it's a journey. Keep that in mind. Don't procrastinate. Move forward in what you want to do. And in who you are. And the things that is there in your heart. Guys, it's your girl Annie Kennedy's Chit Chat TV. Because over here we have the Heart Talk, Real Talk conversation. Remember to ensure to share this live. Like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed to me on YouTube and everywhere we are and what we're doing. All right. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Just keep these thoughts in your mind. Just keep these things in your heart. Let them circle, let them sit, let them settle. Right? Sometimes we don't want to hear it, but it's only the truth that will set me and you free. Now make nobody tell you no different. And you don't sit back and lie to yourself either. Because that self-talk in your head, I want to sit there and bring destruction to people. Stand on God's truth, not your own truth. Because some of the truth you tell yourself is a lie. Oh, you're not good enough and all this is a lie. Jesus has made you good enough because of what he has done already. Alright? Alright guys, I love you, I appreciate you all. I'm a big man and big up on the nice skin self. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.